write a program to print factorial of a given number, which means you need to write a program and computer will ask enter a number, computer will ask enter a number. If you are entering 3, we need to, if you are entering 5, we need to print the output as 120. If you are printing 6, the output we need to print what is the factorial of 6. So first, whenever you are writing a program, you need to understand what is the logic behind the factorial. So factorial of a number is nothing but starts from 1, ends with the n. So consider n is the factorial. So if n is 5, if n is equal to 5, I need to multiply that 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So that's where you'll get the output as 120. So let us write a program here. But whenever you are writing this program, you need to understand some concepts here. Okay. Your output might be wrong sometimes because the given number might be bigger. It might be exceeding the range. For example, if I'm using a calculator, and if I go to normal standard, I'll want to calculate 10. 10 into, sorry, 10 into 9 is 90, into 8 is 720, into 6, sorry, not 6, into 7, 5040, into 6 is 30,000, into 5 is 15. So if you see, if I'm giving a 10 number, there are chances of exceeding the numbers. We know for an integer, the range is like 32,767, something like that. So to get the range a bigger, we know like there are different data types. Long, it supports like minus 2147, and we want to find the factorial of a positive number, right? So for that, the biggest range you can take in the C program is unsigned long long, unsigned long long. This is a big data type which has only positive, which takes 8 bytes of memory. The range is from 0 to 0 to 18446744073709551 biggest number in a C program, you can take unsigned long long for an integer value. So the expected output might be a bigger number. That's why I am taking it as a unsigned long long. Output might be in unsigned long long. So go to the C program, take out all this. Now first integer n. Why I have taken number? I want to find the factorial for a given n. So n might be, you might be giving 10, you might be giving 5, you might be giving 70, 78. If you are giving 78 itself is a big number, it is like undefined, right? You need to, it takes long time. No one want to calculate 78. Okay. So if I use integer n, and then I want to get the output in a bigger range, so it might be unsigned is a keyword, say long long, unsigned long long, fact is equal to, I'll just say fact. I want to store the output here. Even if you enter 1, factorial of 1 is 1. Okay, factorial of 1 is 1. So these are the two things I am considering. These are the two things I am considering. And then I am taking I. I is for iteration. I want to iterate from 5 to 1 or 1 to 5. So I need a iterator. So I am using I. So these are the variables. So the first step is you need to enter. The first step is you need to ask the user enter the number, enter the positive number. You can ask like this in a user. User might be entering something. User might be entering something. We need to read that and store it in n, assign to n. First, I want to check a condition. If number less than 0, I want to print some output. If number less than 0, I will say printf slash n factorial number factorial factorial number does not available for available for negative numbers, for negative numbers, or does not exist numbers, does not exist for negative number. If at all, if number is not less than 0, you write a loop. You write a loop. What is a loop? Let's see. So first factorial is 1. I'll say for I is equal to 1, I less than or equal to n. So you want to multiply from 1 to n. If n is 5, you want to multiply from 1 to n, I plus plus. Fact is equal to factorial. You can take any name, factorial or f, you can take any name. I am taking fact. So fact into I, fact into I. So now see here, I'll write a comment here. I'll write a comment here. Step 1, what is happening? I is 1, 1 less than or equal to 5, because I'm assuming that you are going to give 5. So 1 less than or equal to 5, step 2. Step 3, block will be executed, right side part. Currently fact is how much? 1, I is 1, 1 into 1, it is 1 into 1 is 1. So fact is became how much? Fact became 1. Then I becomes 2. On the step 2, step 1 I is equal to 1. Again step 2 I becomes, step 2 I becomes 2. Step 2 I becomes 2. Fact is how much? Till 1. I is how much? 2. So 1 into 2 is fact becomes 2. Fact becomes 2. Then I is equal to 3. On the third step I becomes 3. 3 less than or equal to 5, true. So fact is 2, I is 3. So 2 into 3 is 6. What is fact now? Totally 6. Again I becomes how much? I becomes 4. 4 less than or equal to 5, true. Fact is how much? 6. 6 into 4, 24. And then again it goes to I becomes 5. I becomes 5. So 5 less than or equal to 5, true. And 24 into 5 is 120. And then I becomes 6. See, the loop is still happening. I becomes 6. 6 less than or equal to 6 less than or equal to 5. That is false. It comes out of the loop. After coming out of the loop, you see what is the value of n? N is equal to percentile d comma n. N becomes 6. Sorry, n is 5. And check the value of I slash n. I is equal to percentile d comma I. Because if you see here, I is keep on increasing. When it is coming out of the loop, I became 6 and fact became 120. N is still 5 only. So printf slash n factorial is equal to percentile. This is unsigned long long. Unsigned long long is represented by LLU, comma, fact, comma, fact. Now run the program. Enter the positive number. I am giving 5. N is 5. I became 6. Factorial is 120. Now run the program again. Enter the positive number 10. I is 10. Sorry, N is 10. I is 11. Factorial is this much. So that's why it is changing the range. That's why I have given unsigned. Now if I again run the program, I want to give something like 20. See the number 24329 like that. N is 20, I is 1, factorial is this much. So this is under this one only. This is under this range. If it is still existing, it might not work. Okay. So this is the program for factorial. Any questions?